Superintendent of Grass Lake Schools in his first year, Nick Angel. Hi, Nick.
Hey, Bart. Thanks for having me back on. I thoroughly enjoyed my last time on your show and wanted to get back on and be the regular.
Yeah, great to have you back. So how's the first year at Grass Lake going?
Yeah, folks ask me that all the time, and I'm kind of waiting for the left foot to drop only because it's been a really strong start to our school year. The community has done a great job embracing me as the new superintendent, and I wake up every single day excited to go to work, and I think that's a testament to the kind of community in which I serve.
All my friends in Grass Lake say it's been real smooth because they already know you.
Yeah.
You've been, you're a neighbor, you've been a neighbor, and you've been part of the community already for quite some time. So let's take a look at how the year's going so far. You brought some photos.
Yeah, I'm really proud to kind of to cheerlead and celebrate some of the things that we're doing. Pictured on screen today, I wanted to thank our school board. They've done an excellent job in kind of onboarding me to my new role as superintendent. To the left of the screen is Amy Humbarger, who is our board president, Jonathan Clausen, who is our secretary, Janie's in the center, Janie Broussard, Chris Minyard in the center of the screen, Sherry Hine, who is wearing our theme shirt for the year, of which I have that as a gift for you as well, Bart, is our trustee. We have Kyle McClure, our board vice president, and Mark Grankin, who is another trustee. These folks have done an excellent job onboarding me and really helping us ensure that we had a smooth start to our school year.
Yeah, being a school board member is a tough job, and the pay is lousy. The hours are long, and it was good to see they're all wearing blue, as is your custodial staff.
Yes, so we recognized across the country this past Wednesday, it was National Custodian Appreciation Day. So we wanted to use this as an opportunity to thank the folks who do a great job with our spaces and places. And what you see here is 6 of our 7 members. Scott wasn't present, but we had gifts for him. Each of the buildings did something really nice. Our local PTO and students. We've got talented folks that serve in a variety of different capacities within our schools, and we wanted to publicly thank our custodial staff as well.
Well, they're the reason the floors are so super shiny at Grass Lake Schools.
That's true. You see a picture here of our opening day. Our theme for the year was telling our Grass Lake Community Schools story, and this is our district staff. We came together on our first couple of days together to learn, to grow, and to celebrate and cheerlead, and that's really been the theme for our school year. So these folks have done an excellent job. They wished me well coming on the Bart Show today, and I share that all of them in some capacity would be featured today.
Awesome. Great to have you all on JTV Warriors.
Student section. Really wanted to give a shout out to our students. This was at a football game a couple of weeks ago. We are 3-2 right now, had a couple tough losses to strong Hanover Horton and Napoleon team, which is a nail biter this past Friday. Got our homecoming coming up a week from tomorrow, and our student section has brought the juice this year. We've had theme days, and I'm really proud of our students, and they've been wonderful onboarding me. You know, as an outsider to the community, I get a chance to see them in the mornings and at lunches, and I'm really proud of Warrior Nation.
Yeah, I was at the game when the theme, I'm guessing, was Hawaiian.
Yep.
So they did a great job.
Yeah. We also just flashed real quick a picture from our Warrior Run. I wanted to thank our elementary PTO that holds this annual tradition, which is a partnership with our community, with our parents, with our staff. These are our Young 5 students, and this is a huge fundraiser that raised over $18,000 through our PTO this year, through our Warrior Run, and that money is then reallocated back to teachers in the forms of mini grants, and to our senior students before graduation in the forms of scholarships. So these are our youngest learners helping support our biggest learners within our district.
Awesome. And I was on that field last Sunday for flag football.
Yeah, flag football. Stoker Field is really coming to its own. I'm really proud. We actually just power washed it yesterday, and it's going to look good. We've got middle school football tonight against Addison, and Stoker Field is looking the way that it should. So our operations team, Brian Zalder, our athletic director, and really our community is pulled together to bring in, kind of resurrect this into kind of a focal point for our community.
Yeah, it used to be the high school football field.
Yep, it absolutely did. So now it hosts all of our varsity events, our middle school events, some sub-varsity events, community events like you alluded to this past Sunday with flag football.
And speaking of flags, I saw Braden Leap run this flag out onto the field at the start of the football game, and that is what you see all over town.
Yeah, you know, he's a really special young man, and folks ask me quite a bit about, hey, what do you think? And Obviously, he's a talented student athlete, but I've said 20 times over, he's a nicer young man than he is any of the above, whether it's as a musician, a student, or an athlete. He's just a really good person.
Yeah, a good ambassador for the Grass Lake community. Brought really a lot of focus on Grass Lake since its appearance on The Voice.
Yeah.
We have a viewer that is someone that is a friend of yours that you wanted to say hi to.
So there's a young man, his name is Jackson. His father actually works right down here at Consumers, and he is a huge fan of the Bart Show, watches all the episodes, watched my last episode a dozen times, and I said to him that next time I was on the Bart Show, I was going to use this as an opportunity to name drop him and to congratulate him. He participated in the marching band exhibition this past week and did a great job. So Jackson, I know you're watching at home, and thank you for being a big fan, and thank you for all your support, and very proud of you.
Yes, Jackson, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Glad to have you tuned in. So I think we counted students this week, didn't we?
Yeah, so we had count day was yesterday. So informally, we're looking about a handful of students up, which is pretty typical in Grass Lake. We're a growing district, but nothing major, no shakes either way to some extent, which is good because we are about right sized currently.
Yeah, you want growth, but you need to control it,
Yep.
and you have to be right sized for your facilities, for the population and staffing, and a lot goes into running a school.
Yeah, and Bart, you bring that up. We actually are really excited. Our school board commissioned an interim facility assessment through King Scott, which is an architectural firm, to kind of say, hey, where are we in the Grass Lake Community Schools? We've got George Lung Elementary School, which in its first rendition was built in 1953, right? So it's 70 years old, which is where my office is at this point. You have the new high school, which is 20 years old as well. So we commissioned a study, which is the first step of a multiple year journey for us to look inward to say, hey, if we're going to come to the community for a bond in the future, what would that look like? And proud of the work that King Scott has done, and now we're on the prioritization process to be able to come forth and say this is what our recommendation is going to be to the community. We anticipate going in May of 2026 for a 0 mil increase, which would be a way for us to kind of address some infrastructure in the form of asphalt and roofs and boilers and HVAC and safety and security and replacement for technology, and some enhancements, some ways to address capacity, while also moving forward some of our programming and meeting the needs. We've got a really large powerlifting program in Grass Lake that operates out of a smaller area, and I'm proud to say that I do believe that we'll make a recommendation for a 0 mil increase, which will have no impact on our local community, that won't cost our community $1 in taxes. And that's something that I'm proud of, is ensuring that we're fiscally mindful and conservative in our approach, and what we're going to be coming to the community with in 2026 will be a way to address all of our infrastructure needs, all of our programmatic needs, while not raising taxes by $1.
All right, coming soon. Stay tuned. Great to have you here. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, before I go, I've got to just share as well. This is our theme for the year, telling our story, and every time I come on your show, it comes with a gift. So thank you for affording us the opportunity of telling our Grass Lake Community Schools story, and we look forward to seeing you wearing it in the community.
All right. Well, that's a great story. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Bart.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
The superintendent at Grass Lake Schools, Nick Angel. More to come. Next, Deborah Kabitsky has some updates on everything Jackson County. Deputy Administrator standing by. Stay tuned.